Hi, I'm Uche Juan Augustine. Hope you're having a great day. Alright, I believe you've seen the last video I made on the three kinds of women in every relationship and marriage in the 21st century. If you haven't, please just check for the video in the channel. You won't miss it. It's gonna really bless you. Alright, because today I'm going to be talking on something entirely different. I'll be talking to the men today, and I will be looking at four kinds of men in every relationship and marriage in the 21st century. And this is very crucial that you get to hear what I have to say. Number one, he is a baby. I know in our relationship, most of the times we refer to the male gender or our partners as babies, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm actually referring to the characteristic qualities, attributes, and attitudes being displayed by a young adult or a supposed man who behaves like a baby. It is the mentality. He is a man in body and by age, but he is a baby by his attitude and his actions and his way of thinking. He thinks like a baby, he reasons like a baby, he accepts information and acts like a baby. Okay, he doesn't understand the first thing about taking responsibility. He believes in the present and doesn't study about the future. He cares so much about how he looks and how he dresses rather than where he's heading in destination. The baby actually has no purpose, he has no direction. He doesn't even understand what he's doing. The baby just sits down and just decides on a particular girl that he wants to be with. But he becomes a thorn in the flesh of that girl. Why? Because everything he does, every time when he behaves, he acts just like a baby. The baby is overbearing. He puts you under much pressure. You can't reach out to him. When it comes to communication, it is difficult to reach out to the man who acts like a baby because he is a baby. Number two, the second kind of man is a player. Well, unfortunately, this is one of those categories that a lot of women actually fall prey, because the player knows what to say, or he will tell you what you need to hear. He will show you what you want to see, and he will take you wherever you want to go. The player is sugar-coated in his words. The player, his lips are filled with honey, but he does it based on benefits. Whatever he will get out of it is the lifestyle of a player. A player does not have love in his heart. As a matter of fact, he has no place for love in his heart. The player is time bound because he has several women that he is actually communicating the same things to them. So a time comes after the player has gotten what he wants. The first sign you will notice is that he has no time. He starts claiming to be busy because he has gotten what he wants. All the player seeks is what he will get from the girl. Either it's money or sex or what have you. He is a player. He doesn't think about responsibility. He will do whatever it takes to get the girl he wants. And the moment he gets what he wants, he will move on to another woman. The player moves like a hunter because he has time for several ladies. His time has been spread to a lot of women. And that is why he doesn't understand the first thing about commitment. He doesn't understand love. He doesn't understand commitment. He might show you the care, but understand one thing. The player knows what he's looking for. Number three. Number three happens to be the confused man. Well, when someone is confused, this is just a man who battles in between two decisions. He can love a woman, but he will not commit to the woman. He can date the woman, but he will never propose. When it's time to take the relationship to the next level, the confused man begins to act strange. Why? Because most of the times, what he wants in the woman, he finds it in another woman. For example, he sees a woman who has the right character, the right attitude, but then he noticed that the woman doesn't have the kind of shape or the kind of looks that he wants. He finds that look in another woman. So he finds himself looking at the next woman and not committing to the one who has the character and the attributes of what to help him and stabilize him in his marriage. The moment the woman says she's opting out of the relationship, he begins to plead, he begins to beg. But the moment she gets back to him, he still doesn't understand the first thing about taking the right step towards that relationship. He is never serious when it comes to taking a major step in crowning that relationship. For those of them that are married, it's a difficult place for them to be. The single struggle when it has to do with the choice to make. And then the married one struggles when it has to do with the woman they see outside and they find themselves comparing other women with their spouse. This can be a very confusing place to be. Number 4, the real man. The real man is godly. The real man is focused. The real man knows what he wants. The real man is not perfect, but the real man understands that he needs to keep growing, building and developing himself. The real man understands respect. The real man is not perfect. I must say this the second time. He is not perfect, but he understands what it means to treat a woman. The real man knows the balance between his family, his career, his ministry, or whatsoever it is he's called to do as an assignment or a mandate. The real man knows what it means to take care of family. The real man values fatherhood. He values what it means to be a lover, a friend, a husband, and of course, a father. Real men, I must say, people talk about it that they are scarce, but hear me, real men are out there. The problem most of the time is that a lot of women don't even know who these real men are. Sometimes they come in coverall, but right inside of them are deep treasures. Finally, the real man has a vision. He has a purpose, he has a goal. He might be growing, but he has a vision, he has a purpose, he has a goal. He knows where he's going, he knows what he wants, he knows who he needs, and you see him constantly building and working towards becoming the best version of himself. I believe you've learned something today. Don't forget, share this video and also click on the subscribe button and then let the whole world get to hear it. Have a great day.